So, Spider-Man's out of the MCU. That's a thing. I can't tell you if it's a good thing, but it's definitely a thing. Welcome back, Pixel Nation. Comics Division here. How the hell are you? So, there's big changes at the MCU. Apparently, Sony and Disney, they can't come to an agreement, and this is gonna dissolve their partnership, and this means that Spider-Man's out of the MCU. As we already know, the MCU is getting woke, so this actually could be a good thing. Or it could be a complete fucking disaster for Sony. Coming from Bounding in the Comics, technically from Deadline, but we'll be reading the Bounding in the Comics article instead, because I like them. Tom Holland's Spider-Man out of the MCU, Marvel and Sony fail to reach deal, by John F. Trent, August 20th, 2019. Now, Tom Holland and Jon Watts have been slated for another 2 Spider-Man films, and this is where things get kind of interesting because with Far From Home, they set up Peter Parker to fill the shoes of Iron Man. There definitely seems like there's going to be some ramifications going forward with this one, because it seems like now they have to go and retcon out Spider-Man, or at least give a reason for his disappearance after his elevation in Far From Home. And so far, Disney hasn't exactly handled retcons very well. There's the 5-year time jump, which got written off as a joke in Far From Home, so who knows what they're going to do here. Reportedly, Disney and Feige asked that future Spider-Man films would have a 50-50 co-financing arrangement, and this agreement could be extended to include other Spider-Man universe films like Venom and the upcoming Morbius film. However, Sony turned this offer down and didn't even offer a counter, probably because they want all the monies. Sony did reportedly offer to keep the original agreement in place, with Marvel receiving 5% of the first dollar gross, and Disney was like, yeah, fuck that noise. Amidst the report, Spider-Man is out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Deadline sources indicate there are 2 more planned Spider-Man films with director Jon Watts and actor Tom Holland. We've already kind of talked about this, and honestly, this isn't anything new. We've known about this for some time. Entertainment industry insider Richard Rusfield wrote in his Ankler newsletter that Feige would want to cash in on the success of Marvel Studios, and given this new report from Deadline, it looks like he might have been correct. The original Sony Marvel Spidey deal to co-produce these movies stipulated that if Spidey cleared $1 billion, Marvel would get to oversee a third. If it hadn't, full control would have reverted back to Sony, which would raise the specter that America's most beloved entertainment executive will look to cash in/out every way possible, as well as grab complete unexpurgated credit for the victory and throw superhero canon to the wind. Okay, seriously, hasn't Feige kind of already done this? I mean, the MCU really is kind of fucked at this point. After all,
the future is female.
Not something he was ever a fan of in the first place. It was feared he would have tossed Spidey and Venom together in a quick mashup that very potentially could have sunk both. Now, all of this is coming off the back of the success of Spider-Man Far From Home. It broke over $1 billion. So this is definitely one of Sony's more successful films in recent years, unlike some other movies that has an upcoming reboot because nobody liked it. Yeah, Sony's fucked. Now, before I call things quits, you might have noticed some changes around here. I have no idea what exactly they are, but there's definitely been changes, and I would like to thank Russ Leach for those changes. Dude, hopefully I said your name right. As you can tell, the guy's a fantastic artist, and if you'd like to have something commissioned, you can reach out to him on Twitter at ComicBBlackBelt. And if you're a fan of my original Comics Division logo, that was done by Shinobi Raccoon, and you can reach him at Shinobi Raccoon on Twitter. That's it. I'm out of here. I'll catch you next time, folks. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you didn't, well, thanks for watching anyway. If you want to see more of my crappy content and shitty opinions, make sure to subscribe. Bash that bell for notifications. I've heard it occasionally works. And I want to give a huge shout out to those of you who support me on Subscribestar. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome.